If you've added or lost a few pounds recently, don't panic. Small fluctuations in weight are common, and rarely anything to worry about. But if you've packed on 5 pounds or more in a matter of weeks, or even days, it's time to take notice. Weight fluctuations of 5 pounds or more are fairly typical among women, but not so much among men. Especially if your weight has been stable for months or years, sudden weight gain is noteworthy. What could be the cause? Here are 7 common explanations. 1. You're eating too much salt. Sodium consumption causes your body to retain water. Water has weight and volume. So if you eat a lot of salty food several days in a row, you may pack on weight quickly. Restaurant food, and especially fast food, tend to be loaded with sodium. If you spent a long weekend away from home and you filled your days with takeout and restaurant meals, that could account for your abrupt influx of pounds. 2. You're taking a new medication. There are many medications that may cause weight gain. In fact, medication may cause up to 15% of obesity cases. Depression medications, including SSRIs, and heart disease drugs, beta blockers, are 2 common culprits. But prescription sleep aids, painkillers, and even some allergy-blocking antihistamines can cause a bump in weight. Add steroids and testosterone-boosting drugs or supplements to that list. These drugs act on your hormones, which could certainly spur a weight increase. That includes OTC or internet order supplements. 3. You're eating or drinking more. This one may seem obvious. But if you've been consuming more calories than you used to, that change could lead to a 5 or 10 pound increase in your weight over a period of 1 or more months. Alcohol is a consideration too. It contains calories just like food. Especially if you've made a change that will consistently add calories to your weekly intake, you may put on weight. It's important to recognize that these changes can be subtle. Maybe you've started attending a weekly happy hour. Or maybe you bought new dishware, and so your portion sizes have increased without you realizing it. If you're eating just 500 calories more a week, over time that can add up. 4. You're moving less. Even small changes to your physical activity habits can spur weight gain. Maybe you used to walk a lot for work, and now you're driving. If you used to lift weights and you've stopped, that could also account for your weight gain, even if you replaced that strength training with some other form of exercise. Muscle mass, and the strength training that builds it, tend to keep your metabolism elevated, which helps you burn calories. 5. You switched to a higher carbohydrate diet. If you switch from an extremely low-carb plan, like keto, to a diet that contains more grains and starches, you'll immediately notice a difference on the scale. That's because carbs are stored in your muscles and liver as glycogen. Each gram of glycogen contains about 3 grams of water, meaning that a plate of pasta will store extra water in your tissues. But don't be alarmed, this is known as water weight and does not mean that you gained fat. 6. You recently lost weight. It would be really nice if lost weight stayed lost. But just the opposite is true. Our body weight and body fat are tightly regulated, and our system will act to maintain balance. Put another way, any pounds you manage to drop are likely to return, even if you keep up your weight loss routines. So if you recently dropped some weight, it's very likely that you'll put some of it back on, regardless of how much you're eating or exercising. 7. You have an endocrine disorder. Roughly 1 in 5 adults has an underactive thyroid, also known as hypothyroidism, according to the National Institutes of Health. While this condition is much more common in women, plenty of men experience hypothyroidism, which can cause sudden and significant weight gain. While less typical, some other hormone disorders, namely Cushing's disease, can also cause weight gain. If you have one of these endocrine disorders, weight gain probably won't be your only symptom. Fatigue, weakness, headaches, problems thinking, and depression or irritability are all signs of these hormone disorders, according to the Mayo Clinic. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For more videos on health, fitness, nutrition, and diet, subscribe to the channel.